Okay, I got to do this quick in one take because I'm on lunch right now, but some important information about SB118, or formerly known as AB88, with the California assault weapon ban, in addition to the firearms precursor parts ban moving from 2025 to 2022. So this passed. Unfortunately, Gavin Newsom at around 10 a.m. this morning signed into law SB 118. So I'm going to give you real quick what that has to do with everything, what you need to know about that. This is a pretty big loss, and I'm going to let you know what you kind of can do. So off the top of my head, I got to first just say thank you to Franklin Armory. They're a supporter of the channel now, and they are a supporter of California when it comes to gun rights. They got 3 of the handguns on 3 AR pistols on the roster, and they're the ones doing this whole Title I fight. Without them, we wouldn't have known about this. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make these fights. If you have placed an order for a Title I, make sure you check your email as soon as possible. If you have not received an email, do reach out to Franklin Armory and then get signed up with the mass action lawsuit if that's something that's interesting to you. Franklin Armory is still pursuing their own lawsuit for damages, and so the state can add to the drop-down menu an other option, but it appears as if that might not be able to ever happen if they're not able to do it in time for us to be able to actually register in other. So that's going to be a whole thing. If you have not already placed a deposit on a Title I, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do so. Franklin Armory cut down the deposits at approximately 5 p.m. last night. They did this because yesterday, SB 118 was on his desk, and they knew that he was going to sign it. We all know Gavin Newsom was going to sign into law SB 118 because it's an assault weapon ban, and it further restricts what you can and can't buy. So when it comes to the firearms precursor parts, you're no longer, as of July 1st of 2022, I believe, you're no longer going to be able to buy from just any random person an 80% lower, a unfinished pistol frame, a AK flat, any of those ghost gun materials. You're not going to be able to buy from anyone other than a gun store, and you're going to have to do a background check for them. So if that's something that interests you, buy all the 80% you can right now. Do that before it's too late, before it becomes more difficult. Because otherwise, if you want to break the law, you'd have to go to some other state, buy them there, and then ship them back or drive them back in. Which, again, I'm not going to recommend that you break the law, but having a ghost gun is going to become a lot more difficult in the state of California. When it comes to the assault weapon ban, September 1st, if you don't have in your possession an other that would be defined as an assault weapon, and if you're unsure about what this is, go and watch my Franklin Armory Title I video. It's in the Title I playlist on my channel, and that should give you a whole lot more information. So you have until September 1st to be in possession of a other that would be classified as an assault weapon. You then have a period of time, I believe, going up until 2022. Sorry, I'm doing this without notes very fast. You're then going to have until that point to either make it not an assault weapon based on the current definition, or you're going to have to register it as an assault weapon. For those of you that own AR-15 lowers or any sort of firearm lower that you purchased and owned in the state of California prior to 2014, so if you owned it 2013 and older, and it's never been built into a rifle, you could potentially, in theory, build your own other because it was not registered as a rifle with the state. There's a whole argument that can be made about, can a lower that was registered with the state as a rifle but on the 4473 is still an other or a stripped frame, can those be built into Title I's, or can they be built into others? I'm not sure about that. That's going to be something you're going to have to look into on your own. It's a topic that's a little bit too muddy for me to tell you what you can and can't do. Some people believe that you can convert pistols. I'm not going to really touch on that today. But those are conversations that you can have elsewhere, or you can have down in the comment section. But I'm not going to advise that you do anything because I don't have the time today to really have those discussions, and I'm not a lawyer, and I wouldn't want you to get in trouble because of me. So, Title I's, you have until September 1st to get into possession one of them. If you've already placed a deposit with Franklin Armory, go ahead and sign up for the mass action lawsuit. If you did not get that email, reach out to Franklin Armory and get that email from them. Firearm precursor parts like 80%ers, you're going to have those in your possession by by 2022. Otherwise, after July 1st of 2022, you're going to have to go through a dealer in order to physically buy them, and then you're going to have to still go through the state system to apply to register to build them. So it's going to be a whole mess of a system. So if you like 80%, get those now. Get them before July 1st of 2022. If you like other assault weapons like the Franklin Armory Title I, and I'm using assault weapon because that's the legal term that the state gives it, not because I believe in the legitimacy of the term. So please go ahead, I'm sure you've already typed it, just type in, why does he keep saying assault weapon? Why does he keep saying assault weapon? It is what it is. That's the law as the state says. It does not matter whether or not I agree with it or whether or not I agree that it should be found unconstitutional. But it is what it is, and we are going to continue this fight. Thank you for everyone that's watching this video. Thank you to everyone that likes, comments, subscribes. This is actually kind of urgent. So if you do feel like sharing this, please do. Please share this on Facebook. Share this with all your friends that don't watch YouTube, really, because people need to be aware of this, because September 1st, you have until September 1st to get a hold of an other however you see fit. I talked about some of the ways in this video, but I'm not really going to say whether or not that's legal or not, because I'm not sure, honestly. But those are conversations that you could have down in the comments below or elsewhere on Reddit or something like that. There's a whole lot of places where people talk about whether you can or can't. It's pretty muddy. But y'all know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.